Hello everybody, my name is Lucy and welcome to Books and Brushes. So today, I just need to say thank you. And the reason I say that is because I reached 100 subscribers. It was like slowly going, but all of a sudden I had 100 and there was a few really key people that helped that happen. You know exactly who you are. And I just want to thank everyone who subscribed to me right now. Like 100 people out there care enough about what I want to say that they've subscribed. Like, I don't know, it just makes me so happy. And I know YouTube is a massive bed of confusion and YouTube's massively scared and confused and in uproar right now with all the COPPA stuff, and it's all a scary time, but you know, victories anyway, am I right? Anyway, before I write a love letter to each and every one of you, let's just get on with the book haul that I know you want to see. This book haul has been building up. I always tend to do that. I tend to build them up and be like, hey, when I get to about 5, I'll do a book haul. And here we are with 12, so some of them you'll have seen, some of them I've already read, but I'm going to haul them anyway. Okay, so there are 12 books to get to, so let's speed through them. By the way, I don't know if you can see my shelves. They are a solid block of tree. There is so many books shoved in there, literally. I can't even pull them out. They are so jam-packed in there. It's not even funny. We're going to ignore that. I'm not going to ignore that. Do you see my problem? I wish I had thinner fingers. Hey, we did it. Okay. So the first book I'm going to haul is We Are Blood and Thunder by Kessia Lupo. Probably said that horribly wrong. So first of all, can I just say, oh my god, this cover is gorgeous. Like, actually gorgeous. This is probably one of the most beautiful covers I've seen in a long time. Okay, so I don't remember what this book is about, like, at all. I've seen it a lot, like I saw it floating around a lot online, like there was a few Facebook ads I saw for it, so good for you. I've seen it in stores, I've seen it about, but I've not seen anyone review it, or like any massive booktubers talk about it, which seems bizarre to me because, I mean, look at that cover, come on. So this seems to be a fantasy set in a really dark world that follows these two characters. It's like a two-person perspective. I love that kind of thing. And one's running from death, one's running home, and they're controlled by a cloud. I don't know what that means, but I want to find out. It says magic is feared and death is worshipped, so it seems like a very dark, intense kind of moral fantasy. And if you know me, that sounds my jam. So although I don't really know anything about this book, just the synopsis and this beautiful damn cover, that was plenty for me. I debated it, I ummed and ahed, and I thought, Lucy, you just want it, so get it. It could really surprise you. And I've seen no one review it, so maybe I will be that person. And yeah, I can't wait to go through this one. But look at that cover just one more time. Oh, I have no idea the struggle it is to pull these books out. Next we have a book I've already read, and that is The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein by Kristen White. I've already read and reviewed this book, so you can look at my September and October book wrap up to see all my thoughts on this. I really loved it though, just spoiler alert. And again, really cool cover. The cover game is on point at the moment. Yeah, I'm just so happy to have this book now. I'm so glad that it went well for me. It's such an unusual book. It's really tall. Like, it's taller than most books, just to get the other one out for comparison. See, it's really tall, and it's also floppy, which I kind of love. But it's just a really strange book. Because it's so tall, it doesn't really fit in my row of books, but I have nowhere else to shove it, so I can't place it anywhere. I'm going to have to do a bookshelf reorganisation tour soon, because it's a mess. Like, you know, I have my lovely genre order. Yeah, that's gone out the freaking window right now. So next up, we have a whole ton of books, but we're just going to go through them in one, and you'll see why. Are you ready for this? Because it's going to be tricky. This is going to go so wrong. Ta-da! The Gone series by Michael Grant. I'm still holding them. How is that happening? Okay, I'm going to put those down. I'll hold up light just because I'm not strong. So I had the first 2 books in the Gone series. I had Gone and Hunger, and as you probably know if you've been here at all in the past ever, me, Brandon from Brandon Scott, and Nikki from I Read Past My Bedtime, we're all doing a Gone buddy read. It's been so much fun reading these books with these two and just discussing and talking and knowing that you're reading a book with someone else and that you get to share your thoughts. It's just so cool. If you've never done a buddy read, I really recommend it. But anyway, I had those first 2 books from the charity shop and I didn't have any of the others, so I needed to get the others. Logic would state that I just needed to buy the next 4 books, right? These 4 were the only 4 I didn't have. However, as you'll notice, there's all of them here, all in the same set, the same series. I actually have 2 different versions of Gone and Hunger. And that is because the massive box set of all 6 books was cheaper than just buying the 4 books. So I just bought the whole set. So these were my original 2 copies from the charity shop, and these 2 are my new ones from the big box set. The books are only slightly different, like they have like slightly different covers, but very slim. Anyway, if you want to hear any thoughts I have on the Gone series, check out pretty much any video, any wrap-up that I've done recently, because there will be some mentions and comments on them there. But if you want to go back all the way to the Gone series, I believe I first read that, what month was it? Was it August? Well, that whole box set. That was fun trying to put on these shelves. Next book I have is a Kindle book, so I will not be able to show you it, and that is In Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Basically, I got it for, was it free or was it 99p? I don't remember, but I remember like Amazon, Google, Kindle, whatever, just came up on my phone and was like, hey, Taylor Jenkins Reid book In Another Life has come out for like nothing. Do you want it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was actually free. Or was it 99p? Whatever. Either way, I thought, I loved her other book, why not give it a shot? You know, at such a cheap price, why not give it a try? So I bought that, no regrets. The next book is one of the books I got for my birthday, because I got a few books for my birthday, which was great. The first book was The Institute by Stephen King. Yeah, I'm not a massive advocate brand for Stephen King. Tried reading one of his books in the past, because my mum really loves Stephen King, and I really didn't get on with it. But then again, I was really quite young. I think I was too young, and I just didn't understand a single word I read. So never kind of carried on with Stephen King, but it's something I'd like to reintroduce myself to, especially when it's got a synopsis like this one does. This one is a newer release, but just the description sounded so up my alley. If I was going to give Stephen King another try, I thought this was the entry book that was for me. So this is about like a prison for children. That's about all I know. It's the Institute. It captures children and keeps them in some kind of concentration camp, prison, institute thing. Sounds creepy. Sounds wrong. Sounds up my street. I don't know if they have magic powers that are keeping them trapped. I presume that they've got magic powers or they're dangerous in some way. I doubt it's not like historical fiction. I don't think it's anything like genocidal. I mean, it might be, who knows. But either way, it sounds really interesting. It sounds super mysterious. So I'm just gonna go for it and see what happens. And either way, beautiful book. The next book I have is also a book I got for my birthday from one of my glorious best friends, Alice. Thank you, Alice, you are a hero. But she got me this book called Sleep by C.L. Taylor. So we had a really long chat about books one night. I see her every week. And we had a long chat about books, which made my heart so happy to talk with one of my best friends about books. That doesn't happen very often. And we talked a lot about some of the books we like, and we kind of vibe on those creepy kind of books. Those murderous, chilling stories. And this was one that she mentioned and then went to buy me for my birthday. So I'm so happy that she gave me a book on my birthday. So this book follows our main character, who is an insomniac, which is relatable. So it's always good when you identify with the main character on certain traits. But yeah, she can't go to sleep, and there seems to be a traumatic reason from her past as why she can't go to sleep. And she's at this hotel, and one of the hotel guests is lying about why they're there and are intent on getting their claws into her in this hotel. So it seems like this murder mystery. I'm assuming a lot of it's going to happen at night if she can't go to sleep. And I'm just really curious. Synopsis sounds so good. It seems to take place in like the Scottish Highlands. Really nice setting, I think. It takes place in a Scottish city called Rum. That's one of my favourite spirits. It was meant to be. So it's got that One of Us is Lying vibe, but in a more adult book and a very creepy, chilling way. So I'm really excited to see where that goes, and hopefully I can chat with her about it. Thanks, Alice. I love you. And lastly, we have a trilogy that my mum got for me. So let's take a look. That is V.E. Schwab's A Conjuring of Light series, is it? I should know the name. I mean, I did request it. A Dark Shade of Magic, is that the first one? I can't remember what the overall title for the series is, but you know them, you love them. It's A Darker Shade of Magic, A Gathering of Shadows, A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. I had like an Amazon wish list this year that when people were like, I don't know what to get you, I'd just give them the link to that. And so my mum got me these, yay, something I wanted, and boots. I mean, I got loads of other things, but let's not go into all the things I've got. These are just the book-related things I got from my book. A lot longer video if it otherwise. Yeah, I'm really happy to have this trilogy now. I realised that I'm building a massive collection of Victoria Schwab books without having reading many of them. I've read one Victoria Schwab book, so I need to get on that. But I will soon, promise. But I'm really happy to have this trilogy in my hands. Again, another load of books that I have to fit into my shelf. I had to do a massive reshuffle, and still it's a mess. It's just because I desperately need a new set of shelves. However, me and my boyfriend, we aren't going to go. We officially sold our flat and we're buying a house. And I was always like, do you know what? I'll just wait till we get a house to buy a bookshelf. There's no point buying a bookshelf, getting it here, building it, then having to move it. I'll be smart and wait till we get a house. Wait till we move into our house. And then I can just get a new bookshelf and build it then. The rate in which I get books. Whoops. So now I have a bookshelf that is crammed full of books, surrounded by piles of books, and I'm still having to hold out until we move in, which is going to be a good few months away with all the solicitors and the chains and it's going to take a hot minute, aka a couple months. So, whoops. Okay, there is no physical way you're going to see all of these books in one shot, because currently I'm sitting down and they're all on my lap and you can see that. Okay, there is no physical way you're going to see all of these books in one shot, because currently I'm sitting down and they're all on my lap and you can see that. So let's give this disaster a try, shall we? Whoa, whoa. That kind of worked. So those are all the books that I got recently. Books are as tall as my entire torso. So now it's a perfect chin rest. But thank you so much for watching my video, and thank you again for the 100 subscribers. I'm genuinely ecstatic and excited for what the future holds, barring the whole COPPA drama and the January 2020 scariness that's around the corner. We're gonna get through it, guys. We're gonna do something about it. I have signed all the petitions. I will link it down below. I will link videos down below for that stuff. I want to make a video about it recently. I don't know when I'll get a chance to do that. I've already made one, but I kind of want to do a new one because, you know, more developments have happened, and right now it's just time to fight it, you know? We've got to go to YouTube, the FTC, and we've got to say, look, it's just not right, guys. This isn't gonna fix your problem. It's just gonna kill the YouTube industry. So anyway, that's another video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Did that work?